All right, everybody, what's going on? Good morning, and good morning again. This is Family Morning Transformation. I want to welcome you on today. What is going on? I feel good, and I knew that I would now. Where James when you need him? Where is James when you need him? That's right. I feel good, and I'm glad to be in front of you on this morning. It's a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday morning, wherever you are and wherever you're watching this. I'm glad that you are spending time with me on today. Welcome, welcome, welcome again. Let's make a little adjustments. There we go. So, welcome to the show. My name is David Pinkston, David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMPSpeaks. I am a speaker, soon to be author, and I also help families. I'm a Christian counselor, board certified Christian counselor, but I also help families as a family restoration coach. And I also believe that every family deserves transformation. I do believe every family should be together. Doesn't matter if you have a traditional family, non-traditional family, does not matter. I help families with their family dynamics and bring them back and closer together. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, so today, you see the topic. And the topic is, family, I love you, but I need a break. I'll say it again. That's what you heard, because you heard it right. Family, I love you, but I need a break. You might say, well, DMPSpeaks, you've outdone yourself this morning. What in the world are you talking about? Well, let's be honest. We, as parents, guardians, grandparents, aunts, uncles, bonus parents, I don't like to say the step parents, however you are, whatever your position is, when you give so much every single day, day in and day out, I know people said there's no breaks. Yes, to a certain point, there is no breaks. No matter where you go, you're still somebody's parent. You're still covering them. You're still praying for them. You're still supporting them. You're still you're taking care of them, right? But I do believe there comes a time for parents, moms, single moms, dads, single dads, guardians, that you love your family. But it's also okay to have a break. So I'm going to go a little over time today because I feel like there's a misconception out there that because you're a parent, you should not get a break for yourself. You should not have, excuse me, some personal development time, some rest time for yourself. But I want to come to bust that bubble. You can agree or disagree, and it's okay. But the fact of the matter is, it's okay to say that you need a break. It doesn't mean that you love your family any less, right? Doesn't mean that you don't love your spouse. It doesn't mean that you don't love your children, but you need a break here and there. So we talk about self-care for the self, which is that personal development piece, but we don't talk about self-care for our parents a lot. The moms and dads that are doing it every single day, the single moms, the single fathers that are doing it every single day, and they need some respite for themselves. Does that make sense? I'm serious. Does that make sense? They need some respite for their own selves. Working the long hours, meetings after meetings, right? Calls after calls, meals prepared, washing dishes, washing clothes, bath time, math, geometry, all of that, constantly, every single day. Cleaning, cooking, counseling, cleaning, cooking, counseling. And it sounds wrong, but you need a break. You need to find a break for yourself If there is a family member that you trust, there is a friend, because we need a break. I know you're like, man, well, what are you about to say? I'm going to say this publicly. I'm in tune with my family. I'm here. You can ask my wife, you can ask my son, you can ask my mother, you can ask my niece. I'll be very transparent today. I've been running. I've been running for several months. And I just had a nice talk with my wife, and I said, listen, I love y'all, but I need a break. What? And I'm like, and she looking at me, and I said, no, listen, but I said, take me seriously. Take what I'm saying as something serious. I said, we're doing great. We're getting more settled here in this new area, this new land. And I said, I'm glad what God has given and allowed us to do. But I said, I just need some me time for myself. And I said, it's just not just self-care. I need to go somewhere so that I can refuel myself, so that I can be better for myself. I could be more in tune as a man and a father and son and uncle and all of this, so that I can replenish myself. So when I come back, man, we can go and do it another year or whatever. I'm giving myself that time. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you, it is so important that we find time for ourselves while we're taking care of our families. Some of you might disagree. How dare you say that, DMPSpeaks? You call yourself a family coach and you telling me that I need a break from my family? A break from your family doesn't mean that you don't want to be around them anymore. You're not concerned. This is for you. See, if we'll be honest, today, a lot of you parents would like a break just to do something for yourself, to clear this mind, to clear this heart. Because I'm going to tell you this, if you don't make time for yourself, one day your kids are going to be grown, your niece and nephew are going to be grown, they're going to live their own life, and you and your wife going to be extremely tired, not enjoying one another or just enjoying yourself. It's okay to have a break. I love you, but I need a mental break. I love you, but I need a physical break. And I'm not talking about it has to be 6-7 months. I'm talking about just a few days, a weekend, a few days for yourself. That respite time, taking some time to think clearly, for your conscience to be clear. Because when your conscience is clear and your mind is clear and you're getting that rest, that relaxation, because you're so heavily involved in your kids' daily activities, the grumpiness, the anger, the frustration will not be there as much, because you got a break in between all of that you do. Again, I'm a hands-on father. I'm here, but I knew that I needed a break. I'm saying to you, you have to put that on your calendar. As much as you put family time in, as much as you put the dance recital and this and that, you got to put mom time. Even if it's for a few hours, and you build on top of that, and you build it in the calendar. Hey, mom won't be here for this particular thing. She's just getting some rest. Dad won't be here. He apologized, but he needs a break. See, if we talk about it, instead of us just leaving, I notice, instead of just leaving the family and going and never coming back because you were overwhelmed, it would be great if you just talked and say, hey, I just need a break. I'm still going to be here, but I'm not going to be able to go to everything. And I'm going to say this very clearly. If you missed a couple things here or there, it's okay. as long as your heart and your intentions were pure. Now, if you're just blatantly missing your child's things, that's wrong. You should be ashamed of yourself, right? But if you just need a little time to yourself to refuel, to be happy, to have a real smile, to be content, right? The layers of who you are refreshed. There's nothing wrong with it, because believe me, it makes things better and not worse. I'm going to come back to this another time. This will be part one, but I'll talk about this in part two. And I think I'm going to bring my wife on. Because I think this will be not just hearing it from me. I think my wife will be able to give you some pieces. Maybe she'll come on the show tomorrow, or maybe Friday. I think should be a part two. It's great to hear what I have to say, but it's great to hear for the ladies to have my wife come on and you guys talk to her and hear her. And maybe I'll do this as a webinar. I think this will be also a good webinar. I'll have her on as well to have a little bit more intimate time with our families. Listen, we're about to do some great things. You're going to see some construction going on. We're going to get the hard hats, and we're going to do some amazing things. You know why? Because this is what God wants. Sometimes God wants you just to refuel yourself, especially if you're asking God, I need this, I need this, I need that. Well, you need to take the time for yourself as well. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. But guys, thank you so much for your time. I know I went over the time a little bit, but guys, thank you so much. I want to show you this information. I believe that some of you, with that respite time and that a little bit of time, you're at a place that you need a little bit more help. You need a little bit more assistance. I want to help you change that. I want you to be bold enough to reach out to me, your family coach, to develop you guys in a better way. I want to help you heal. I want you to be more healthier in your relationships. I want you to be more healthier in your conversations. I want your family overall to be more healthy. And I do believe every family deserves transformation. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Peace.